Yeah, big road win. Just terrific effort and grittiness and toughness tonight. Really proud of them. Stepped up to a high potent offense and just really locked in and tried to make things as difficult as possible and make them earn it. So just to be able to, hold that team to 61 with all that firepower, just a fantastic night defensively. Offensively, we shot really well for the game. We were over 50% for most of the game. We managed it well. We had some goals, and while we didn't accomplish them all, we did a nice job, and we didn't have live ball turnovers. And then we grew. And in 2 nights ago, we let a fourth quarter lead slip that, really hurt us all. And tonight we managed the game down the stretch. I thought we were very smart with the lead late. And again, a huge road win against a very, very talented team.
Thanks, Coach. We'll start off with Rashawn Haylock.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. Speaking about that growth from the other night, the fourth quarter, you had a 10-point lead going into the fourth. Y'all scored them by 8 in the fourth. A lot of one and dones on the defensive end. What did you see? What were maybe some points of emphasis, just in terms of closing and finishing the game tonight?
Rebounding is so hard. It's easier said than done against this team, to keep them off the glass. They're number one in the league for a reason. And we just talked about, like, it had to be one and done in the fourth quarter. We had to, give great effort. We had to lock in, and we just did little segments, Rashawn. We talked about the first 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. We talked to get them to take the first time out of the fourth quarter. We set little goals along the way in the fourth quarter. So it wasn't so big, and it wasn't so much on our shoulders on what happened in Minnesota the other night.
Extended minutes for that front court of Azare and De'Erica and Nneka. Your thoughts on putting Azare in the starting lineup, and what did you see when those three were together in the front court?
Yeah, finally got some extended minutes, looking to see how we look big. With Chiney out, we lack depth, and at times it's still difficult to play that big lineup. But Azare is closer, not 100%, but it's closer, and the minutes restrictions are starting to lessen. And so, again, it was good to look at that big lineup, and we need it against a team like Dallas. We saw 2 playing the 3. They have such big lineups at time. We're going to need that big lineup. It's been hard because we haven't been healthy, and it's been hard because our post depth now with Chiney out. But it was good to see rolling those 3 players out tonight. And De'Erica, Nneka's Nneka, right? She is having an all-star campaign. She's a perennial all-star, but she is just having a terrific year. But De'Erica, had her best game in a Sparks uniform and just was huge for us all game long with her attacking.
Thank you. Safe travels.
Thank you. Next question, Tugni.
Hey, Coach, to talk about Nneka, the way she's playing right now is just so consistent. And she's so celebrated around this league for her leadership, and she's so respected for that. But with what she's doing on the court, do you think she gets enough respect for just purely the type of player she is?
No. And again, it's the greatest position in the world, and it has been for years with the 4 position. It's where a ton of our talent is in our league. And so, at times, Nneka doesn't get the credit that she's in that upper echelon of star players in this league at the 4 position. But what a terrific start, almost, 9 games in now, averaging a double-double, one of, I think, only 5 players in the league averaging a double-double, shooting over 50% from the field. She's asked to guard the best post players night in and night out, and then she's asked to lead. So just a terrific start by Nneka. I know we need some depth, she's not in the top 10 in minutes played, but she's creeping there. And, you know, it's a long season. I got to try to get her off the floor more, but she's so valuable for us. It's hard to take her off the floor.
Thanks.
Next up, Sabrina.
Hey, Coach. Just first wanted to check in on Jazz. Only 4 minutes today. Just was there anything off, or just rotation-wise, it wasn't the right time to play her today?
Yeah, you know, she's struggling still to get to 100%. Obviously, she's healthy. She's, you know, back from the knee injury, but she's not moving quite the way that she would like herself to be moving. So, you know, we were just conservative with her when she looked a little stiff and a little tight today. Again, it's going to happen with all this travel in the league. Still trying to come back from that injury. So hard, you know. I was conservative with her today.
And then, you know, Jordan's had a really nice stretch, just manipulating the defenses in the half court. What can you say about how her ability to read the floor has looked, you know, over this recent stretch?
Yeah, she's, you know, the head of our monster defensively. She pushes our tempo. She creates our tempo. She creates us to be in attack mode. So she does a lot of good things for us. And then when she lets some things come to her, she's been terrific. You know, the only time she gets herself in trouble was when she forces a little bit. But, you know, she really led us and played under control today and very efficiently. You know, 3-to-1 assist to turnover ratio, shot over 50%, you know, really complete game for Jordan. And what people don't realize is she had to do that all handling the ball and then had to come down and guard Arike, you know, and what she did to stay in plays and just battle Arike. Not very many lead guards could do that. You know, 2 guards guard Arike, and then they get to hide and rest at times and then get back at the defense. Jordan has to run our team and then go back and we give her the present of guarding Arike. And so not enough good things could be written about Jordan's game today.
Thanks.
Last 2 questions will go with Owen and then Mark.
Hi, Curt. You guys have so many players who thrive in transition. How much of an emphasis defensively are you putting on forcing turnovers or getting out and running off of misses?
Yeah, Owen, you know, it's no secret that, you know, we talked about part of our pillars, part of our, you know, defensive philosophy is disruption and dictating. I got a group that is very talented at that. And so we can turn some people over, which then fuels our offense. So again, a team that doesn't turn it over, Dallas leading the league in fewest turnovers, or one of the fewest turnover teams. And we forced 18 turnovers and scored 22 points off of it tonight. So, you know, huge part, but dictating and disruption, big pillars of our defensive philosophy. And that comes in a variety of ways, and every game plan is a little bit different. But that we never lose that. There is a dictate and disruption. How can we find it? But every game plan is a little subtly different.
Thank you.
Hey, Curt, first off, congrats on the win. You know, kind of going off of Sabrina's question a little bit with Jordan and also kind of merging that with just talking about the bigs, it feels like you guys were really able to take advantage of the pocket tonight and really just attacking anytime there was two to the ball. I was wondering if that was kind of more just the focus or something that kind of played out in game.
Yeah, it was certainly, you know, there was intention. That's Mark, what we had. We had an intention to play a certain way offensively. You know, that team will tell you I was frustrated at times when we lost that attention, and I thought we could have it even more. But they, you know, they focused back in and they got it. And you could see them tonight in a loud arena talking to each other intentionally about what we were trying to accomplish. And it wasn't necessarily plays. It was intentions of what we thought, who we thought things could work against. And there was real intention to get to those actions. So, you know, we played really smart at times tonight, and I appreciate that, especially in a foundational year.
Awesome. Thanks, Curt.
Yeah. So this is like about the game. So this is for Pride Month. What does just Pride Month mean to you, especially being an openly gay coach?
Yeah, you know, certainly it's about visibility, representation. For me, you know, like I look at the back nine of my career as now I really want to be a trailblazer for the next young gay men, gay people that want to thrive in team sports or want to chase a career in team sports. I didn't have that role model or mentor. And so it's no longer about the wins and championships for me. To me, really my legacy now down the back nine of my career is how can I give back? How can my visibility and representation and platform help maybe, you know, that a gay youth that wants to chase a career in team sports and wonders if they can. You know, I want to be that role model for them, that you can thrive at the highest levels. You can thrive in team locker rooms. You can thrive in one of the major sports as a gay guy. And I want the decision makers around the table to not be afraid to hire someone just on, you know, be afraid of their sexuality. And I want to open those doors for the next generation.
Thank you.
Okay.